Good morning, darlings. Welcome to Monday morning. And we're going to the seaside.
Yes, we're going to the seaside to make a castle.
I don't know what to say. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Right, let's go. Lovely, lovely things, lovely things. Don't forget this. Trying to go back.
Who's the most British of us two, do you think?
Most British? Oh, yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because you're 100% British.
Yeah.
I'm not.
What? Were you Greek or something?
Head west on Main
Bermuda.
Road towards Baslow
Bermuda.
Road. A619, then turn left onto Baslow Road.
Oh, sorry, it's this, isn't it? I wonder what was doing all that shouting then. The YouTube channel's not any good, but he's a nice guy. I'm sorry, Mr. Boaty.
To make YouTube videos with...
You had me at YouTube videos. Let's go, Boaty.
Chicken. Charging phone. Doesn't actually have a name.
Does it need it?
Oh yeah, everything needs a name.
With that? No, it's too big. I'll just go okay there. So, right. It feels like we're going on a holiday, doesn't it?
It does. It feels like we're going on a honeymoon.
That cable might start to get in the way a little bit.
Of what?
That steering wheel. Look,
Well,
can't you put it around the other side?
the other side of what?
That side.
No.
Can't you wrap it around there so it's out of the
Can't
way?
you just cope with it? Like a
Like a
professional
big- I
driver?
thought you're messing with my microphone now.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, look, if I did that. There you go.
Okay.
See? Adopt, adapt, and improvise. Or necessitas et mater inventum. Get the aircon on.
What icon?
Oh,
Right, hang on. We're going down there, aren't we?
yeah. Mind that pigeon.
Turn right onto Bradshaw Lane, then
Yeah,
turn
works well,
left
that
onto
bike.
Baslow
Where's it
Road.
gone now?
Take
It's on the end of
next
there.
left onto Baslow Road. A619.
Right. hang on. Let me
Oh,
just-
we're having a break. Right, I'll have a fag. Oh, they're on the wonk.
Everything's on the block. Right. Where can I fix this to? Oh, that's charged anyway now, so it doesn't matter too much about that. So I can actually just.
Honestly, it's like being on the gear, on the set of Top Gear.
Right. So that is 1 minute in. Let's set off again.
Right. Are we there yet? Oh, what's that? That's a good shot.
I'm going to try and take it
Continue on A619 for 3
quite
miles.
easy.
Oh, hang on. So are we going down the M1?
Yeah.
Should we cut through? Should we go my way, the way we came back? How far the M1 are we down the M1 are we
I don't
going?
know, I can't really see what I'm doing there.
Oh, okay.
Look how wobbly that is. That's
That is tremendously wobbly. Yeah, that's not a very good solution at all, is it?
not really, no.
Whereas mine
Yeah, yours is okay.
Quite stable.
Just like mine used to be.
Just like yours used to be. Not as good as yours. You had a Premier mount there.
A Premier mount.
Yeah.
It's an interesting way to...
It is an interesting way, isn't it? I mean, it's the kind of thing you can imagine being used in the marketing material for a fairly upmarket brothel, and the Premier mount would include anal.
Oh gosh. It'll take you long, does it?
No, I was just thinking, get in there early. Sorry, kids. Mummy, what's anal? Don't panic.
Eh?
Don't panic.
No, I didn't think then for a second that he was allowed on that side of the road. I'm going to edit that bit out. I've only just started recording again. I'm already thinking, I'm not putting that bit in. That's going to be the whole thing. Imagine how long, if I was to just actually leave this recording throughout the whole video. Oh, that bird shot there.
Yes.
How much of it would make it to the video?
Well, I'm recording the whole thing and it's all going to make it to the video.
Really?
Oh, yes.
But why?
Why not? It's content.
Yeah, but it's too much content, isn't it? I think the perfect video...
You can't get too much of me.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like a Premier pie. Premier's going to be a good word today, isn't it?
Premier's the word of the day.
I'm like a Premier pie. You wouldn't want to edit it highlight, you'd want the whole thing. Can you imagine going to the best fish and chip shop you've ever been to, and they get your fish and chips and they apply your salt and vinegar? Do you want salt and vinegar?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so you got salt and vinegar on there. Would you like peas, gravy, tartar sauce, anything like that?
Yeah, hang on. Peas and gravy?
No, I'm offering you a choice.
Oh, right, I see.
You can have... What would you like with your fish and chips? You can
Right, so it's decent
You
fish
can
and
have
chips.
gravy, you can have curry sauce, you can have...
Right, the
you
decent
can have
chips
tartar
and
sauce,
decent
you
fish.
can have peas, garden peas, mushy peas.
No, I've got garden peas with it if it's proper fish.
Garden pea and a bit of tartar sauce.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so you've got all of that and just about to wrap it up, and then
I know where you're going.
they take the knife and fork, they cut off 3 bits of fish, 3 chips, and give you that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought you was going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Looks like the next thing for you to be able to
I was just thinking
crash
exactly the
into.
same thing. Yes.
Why do they keep doing stuff like this? Oh, we have a problem with congestion. Let's take away a big chunk of the road.
Yes. Oh, and they're doing it again there. Gosh. Interesting. Now, of course, just here.
Oh, going on too long again now. I'll wait for you to say something interesting. I'll tell you what's interesting actually. You saying that you are Bermudan. You wasn't born in Bermuda, were you?
No.
No. Where was you born?
In South Wales.
So you're just a Welsh whoopsie.
But my heritage is Bermudan, partly. Technically, I'm 1/4 Bermudan. My maternal grandfather, the test cricketing rapist, was Bermudan. Well, he was.
A test cricketing rapist.
Yeah, he was a test cricketer. They were playing England, so he was in London, and he raped my grandmother.
Oh gosh.
Well, date raped, but I mean, rape is rape. You know, the fact that it took place after a date doesn't mitigate it in my book.
Well, that conversation went down a particular road I wasn't expecting.
Oh, well, there you are. I mean, you wouldn't feel better about being raped because they bought you dinner, would you? Unless it was a really good dinner. And no, even then, actually.
I don't know.
In 300 yards, there's a roundabout. Continue straight onto Chatsworth Road.
It's not.
A619.
It's not a subject I know much about. Let's say. No one's ever done me in.
Lucky you.
I tell you what though, one of the
Of
benefits
course,
of
you didn't go to public school, did you?
No, I didn't. No. Public school is definitely there to make you grow up in a way that you shouldn't have to do, isn't it?
Yes, in many ways. Man in shorts. Oh, that's a pointer.
Oh.
Oh yeah, perp. Before we get to the motorway. Good shout.
Well, then we can just do curb, can't we?
Is that curb with a C or a K?
Well, we'll see, isn't it?
Well,
No, dirt.
no, because that would be
No, that's-
puttering cars.
No. Oh right, hang on.
Well, I'm not having that one.
I didn't notice that one.
Oh, surprised.
Poddering. What is it? Poddering en route pedestrians.
Yeah.
I thought it was pedestrians en route. I don't know.
Well,
Look,
I mean, it's it's been
get
various
off
things,
your phone
hasn't
and
it?
look at the Streetwise, mate. Look at the Streetwise. We've just
What
seen
about-
an
what about-
NGZR.
What about Poter?
Poter?
Yeah.
It's got potential.
Pottering other travellers en route.
What about if we had a conversation that didn't involve poddering at all? How about that for a challenge?
Well, that would be a first, wouldn't
Look,
it?
here's a challenge for you. How far is this from your home? Not very far at all, is it?
Not very far, no.
And there's a little there.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's about time you went in there.
Didn't used to be there.
No, it's,
No, I don't want to go in there. Why would
go
I?
in there.
Why?
Explore the middle aisle. Pretend that you're just going in there for a joke or a novelty, and buy some stuff. Take it home and discover that it's actually a lot better than you realise. I want to be, sponsored by Lidl.
Yeah, that
I'll
would be,
do. That's a little supermarket.
That would be most appropriate. I don't even like going into Tesco.
I don't like Tesco. Tesco's expensive.
Sainsbury's is like the bare minimum for the middle class.
Man with beard.
Oh,
He looks like a scouser.
He did look like a scouser. He genuinely did. Harry.
In 300 yards, at the roundabout, take the third exit onto Markham Road, A619.
Oh, right. It's set off recording again by itself, so better say something funny, mate.
There's a woman there with a child on her head.
Child bearing gears. Oh, look at the sign.
Posh, isn't it?
That's cool.
That's just reminded me of Frank Skinner.
Well, the sign.
No, the woman with a child on her head.
Why is that the kind of thing that he
Exit
does?
the roundabout onto
No, I was
Markham
just
Road.
remembering that he was pottering.
Is it this one?
Yeah,
Go on, carry on.
he was pottering a lady that he'd met that night in her home, doggy style, and her son walked into the bedroom, and
Huh? Oh, well, carry on.
but she was facing the other way, so she didn't know, and he just sort of waved to saying, "You need to be in this lane here."
Oh, shit, I can't. Carry on.
Okay, well, this is going well.
Well, if it was just a car without a caravan in the back, then I would have done. But when you're towing something, you don't really want people just cutting in front of you. Yeah. I mean, nobody wants that to have any. Look at that! All that time we've lost there just because I was too cowardly to
Yellow car and everything. It's not about being too cowardly to cut in. It's about getting yourself in the wrong lane.
Yeah, but I can't see my sat nav, and you know where I'm going, and you know when I'm going. You're too busy talking about Frank's pottering to help me out in the correct lane, aren't you?
What would you do in that situation?
What, pottering or being in the correct lane?
No, podger. Well, you could argue that they're the same thing. No, if you were, oh, thank you. Littleborough service station. Oh, don't go in here.
Oh, cock. Let's go in here. Right, HGV deliveries, right.
In 100 yards,
Obviously
at
the
the
wrong.
roundabout, take the 4th exit. In 300 yards, make a U-turn.
Shall I drive?
Turn left towards Park Road, then turn right onto Park Road.
Let's hope we get out of here before an HGV turns up and gets all angry at me being in the way. Oh, typical.
Turn right
Focus
onto
there.
Park Road,
You're not getting
then
in
turn
front of
right
me.
onto Markham
I was here
Road.
first. Meh.
Turn right
Well,
onto
he'll have
Markham
been in
Road, A619.
trying to get out of there for the last hour and a half.
Oh, is it that bad?
Yeah.
Right, I can imagine.
In a quarter of a mile, at the roundabout, take the 3rd exit onto A617.
God. There used to be a tramway in Chesterfield.
This is where I need two
Right-hand lane, please.
two holders, really. One for the sat nav, one for the camera phone. At least I'm using two now. Rather, well,
You could use just one holder.
yeah.
Yeah. If it was Noddy holder, then he could have one in each hand.
Oh, that is good. Yeah.
Who's your favourite Noddy
Holder.
Who's your favourite Noddy holder?
Yeah. Who's my favourite noddy holder? Noddy holder.
Exit the roundabout
So,
onto
Nod but holder.
A617.
Did you know that's his name?
In 300
Nod but holder.
yards,
Nod
at
but, yeah.
Ormsbridge roundabout, take the 2nd exit and stay on A617.
Right, you can be in either of the two left-hand lanes.
Let's go for these.
No, don't go beyond the bus, go in the
No,
other.
no, the bus is fine.
Oh, dear.
You just said you can be in either of them, and I chose one.
Well,
and
yeah,
I said
but-
don't go in that one.
Yeah, because, I mean,
Let's record. This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
letting you know that you can be in either lane, to
Yeah.
me, would mean you would assess both of the lanes and make a choice to be in the most effective lane. And the most effective lane isn't going to be the one where you're stuck behind the bus.
No, it was stuck behind.
This is a very slow traffic light cycle. The bus will be slow set it off, and we're not going to get through on this cycle.
The bus will be
On
just
that
as quick as everything else.
No, it won't.
It will.
It won't.
It will.
Oh yeah, look at the lumbering grace.
Look how quickly it's setting off.
Yeah, and look at these lights turn red, and we're not going to get through.
We'll see, won't we? If that car gets through and we don't, then I owe you a £5. Oh,
You've just gone through a red light.
I haven't gone through
You
a red
did.
light.
You went through.
That was not a red light.
Did you not watch Rolf Harris? Don't be an ambler gambler.
On A617
Or is that Jimmy Savile?
I don't know.
It's very easy to get your 1970s paedophiles mixed up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who was your favourite 1970s paedophile?
Rolf Harris. We've had this conversation before.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's a
to revisit.
conversation that you do actually quite like to have, isn't it?
Apparently. Oh dear.
Is this content, really?
Yeah.
Talking about 1970s paedophiles.
Jeremy Vine has made a living from it.
He has.
That and complaining on Twitter about bicycles. No, he's complaining about people complaining about bicycles. Who's your favourite?
That's my favourite bit. I'll leave out all the paedophile bit and I'll just cut it in where you say Jeremy Vine's made living out of it.
Who's your favourite Jeremy Vine?
Who's my favourite Jeremy Vine?
Yeah.
Jeremy Vine. This is like who's your favourite Noddy holder, but with a different name.
Yeah.
Right.
Similar concept.
So, what's the correct answer to that? Are you going to say there is no correct answer to it?
There is no correct answer to it. It's personal choice, isn't it?
Yeah. So, do you mean is my favourite Jeremy Vine the one that we all know off Radio 2, or a different Jeremy Vine that maybe nobody's heard of?
Is it not possible for you to just answer the question using your own mind rather than get me to do your thinking for you?
I'm not, I'm just trying to clarify the question.
You'd never be able to choose between fish fingers and chicken nuggets.
Oh, we're back on that, aren't we?
You'd have to ask somebody else.
Yeah. Fish fingers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need to ask anybody else for that one.
You're the type of person who, I bet you've eaten a fish finger sandwich in your life.
Of course I have. Hey,
Outrageous.
right, okay. Fish fingers with a bit of raw onion and cheese. Excellent. Incidentally, what have you got for lunch?
Oh, we're doing this, are we?
Yeah, what have you got for lunch?
Well, Adam, today for lunch, I have got chicken curry and rice
In a flask.
in a flask.
Rice in a flask.
Rice in a flask.
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 Rice in a flask.
Yeah.
We've got rice in a flask. So what was the what's that song that sell your car to mustard and boats?
Sell your car to mustard and boaty with jolly dot shops.
We'll have to I actually quite liked it when we didn't rehearse it, we just spouted it straight out. We'll have to have a little go at that.
I'll sell your car to mustard and boaty.
Right, okay. I haven't mentioned so far in my video before getting to what car we're going to buy. Well, we are going to buy it, aren't we?
We are going to buy it.
We're not just going to go and look at it.
No.
We're going to do a blind buy.
Yeah.
Because-
I've already committed to purchasing this car.
Have you paid the deposit?
No.
Right. That's not the same, is it?
In-
Might get there. We go, oh, sorry, lads. First come, first serve. They speak like that in Colchester, don't they?
I've never been to Colchester. Or anywhere near it, to the best of my knowledge. I mean, I probably have, but I don't recall.
You've been everywhere else. All right, do you want to tell the ladies and gentlemen, what the car is that we're going to look at?
Absolutely.
Within, right? Okay, there's a stop, and you have 20 seconds. Go.
We are going to look at a 1978 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2. There you go, I didn't need 20 seconds.
No, not when you're lying. Of course you don't know.
Who should lie? Sleeping dogs.
Yes. Never let it lie. Are you checking that fuel?
You wouldn't let it lie, would you? No, I was checking out the speedometer.
What?
I was just seeing how slowly we were going.
We're doing 60.
Yeah, that's quite slow, really, isn't it?
It's a good speed for fuel economy.
It is excellent speed.
And fuel economy is quite important today.
Then, in that case, can I suggest that you trawl the M1 for a National Express coach
And drive
then
right up its arse.
drive right up its arse, yes.
Yes. And just hope it doesn't need to stop somewhere. Well, that's a minute gone by if you're not explaining what the car is.
I did explain what it was.
Cabby car.
In half a mile, at Heath Interchange, take the fourth
Have you
exit
seen
onto
Cabbage
the
Line?
M1 slip road.
I watched the first...
That's what it looks like.
Right. Oh, I tell you, I thought you meant your YouTube thing.
Oh, no, I mean the toy Cabbage Line.
Right-hand lane, please.
Yes.
That's that one over there.
I know which one it is.
There you are. Well done.
Well done, me.
I'll sell your car to Mustard and Boaty. We'll give you slightly less than it is really worth.
That's kind of completed the song, though, isn't it?
Oh no, I'll sell your car to Mustard and Boaty. It's hassle-free, and you know we are jolly nice chaps.
Who's a jolly nice chap? Who's a lovely chap then?
Those wheels are quite spindly, aren't they?
What, on the Ford KA?
Yeah, yellow car and everything.
Is that yellow? That's mustard.
I'd have gone gold. Okay, and then transmute to the
Exit the
left-hand
roundabout onto
lane.
the slip road.
indicate left because we're taking the next exit.
Well, I'm on the lane. I don't really need to indicate, do I?
Well, the highway code would suggest that yes, you do.
I would disagree with indicating unless you're actually serving. I'm going to do that. Too many people indicate what they don't need to do, and what that means is that you just see indicators, like indicating to get onto the motorway. And you're supposed to do it, but where else are you going to go? Indicating to pull back in when you've overtaken. You don't need to do that either. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the point is that when you're merging onto the motorway like that, then you've got to. There are two options. You might pause, slow down, waiting for a gap, or you might accelerate strongly to pull out in front of a car, and your indicator lets that car know which of the two you're going to do.
No, it doesn't.
Whether you're going to slow down and merge in behind them, or whether you're going to pull out in front of them.
All it does is confuse people.
No, it doesn't.
If you start flicking your indicator on and off like that,
you don't need to flick an indicator on and off. It flicks itself on and off. That's how it works. When you put it on, it goes on, off, on, off. You don't need to do that manually. It's like having ABS. Right, an indicator is like an ABS for turn signal
Shut
directors.
up, you Welsh whoopsie!
Quarter of a metre, actually.
Quarter of a metre. This is what always happens. I try and explain something to you, and you get carried away with over-explaining something that...
Because you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You are wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I have to mansplain to you because you have a very feminine way of thinking.
Do you right?
Yeah.
A very feminine way of thinking?
Yes.
Jesus. No one's ever said that to me before.
Well, there you are. And if you want to know what is a feminine way of thinking, then just take a male way of thinking and take out rationality and logic.
But what I'm... Do you realise how strange you are sometimes? I thought,
Only sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the most practical man in a room of about 5 blokes, but...
Oh, I reckon you would be.
Right, but you wouldn't be the most... You'd be the least practical man in a room of 100 blokes.
I absolutely would, yeah.
Yeah, and you're trying to mansplain things.
Well, it depends how you... that depends how you define practicality.
Well, you're practically a man, aren't you?
I mean, if it was doing an oil change on a car, then you'd have a point. But what about if your definition of practicality was being able to build a website from scratch?
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or to make a room.
Make a room.
Yeah. Could you make a room?
Make a room.
A room. R-O-U-X.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm impressed.
What? Thought everyone could do.
No.
This is going on too long.
Chinese madam couldn't. Well, at least I assume she couldn't. I never asked her to try.
Well, so few people do actually do any cooking these days.
That's true. It's a dying art.
I wonder which the last services will be before we have to come off the services and have no longer somewhere to stop for a poo.
Have you not had a poo today?
No.
No, me neither.
I don't when I'm getting it my way.
Well, I did try. I did open up a poo window.
Yeah.
And
you just shit out the window.
and it didn't happen. Where is your outlet from your lavatory?
Where is the outlet?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, it's just the same as anywhere else.
Does it go out the front of the house, the rear of the house?
Up in the back then. Goes out there.
Can you hear it when a solid lands?
No.
Oh, you cannot, mate.
Alright. So you flush it, and then you listen out, and suddenly you can hear a plop.
No, if you're standing by the pipe, you can.
Why would you be standing by the pipe if you just had a crap?
Well, you wouldn't be. The point is that, you know, your guest or your family
somebody else
member.
does one.
Yeah. Yeah, I discovered that in Matlock Bath. Me and Little Miss were standing outside by the outlet pipe. Boo had obviously gone to the bathroom, and the next thing you knew, we heard plop, plop. And I said to Little Miss, I said, your mother's had a poo. And Boo came downstairs and came out for a cigarette, and Jess said, "You had a poo? We heard it." I said, "Yeah, we did," and she said, "I'm never going into the toilet at home ever again."
Why should people be embarrassed to have a poo?
She was very embarrassed.
Yeah, because you made her embarrassed, that's why.
Why? By pointing out that we were aware that she'd had a poo.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be embarrassing.
I don't think it should be either, but it is for some.
I mean, you know that most people are going to have one at some point during the day. That is a really lousy camera angle.
Why? It's the best I can do. Well, it's not the best I can do, but if you stick it up here, you can't really get one of us in it, right?
Plus, it could wibble wobble all over the place.
It is wibble wobbling all over the place, but there's nothing much I can do about that either, because it's just simply not strong enough.
I've had a design idea for a windscreen mount.
Have you?
Yeah. It should be a little windscreen mount in the shape of Noddy Holder holding his hands out like that. And it would be a holder. Who wouldn't want that?
Well, yeah, everybody wants it.
Who wouldn't pay a premium price for having Noddy Holder on your windscreen holding your phone?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think anyone really wants it.
I would really want it.
What about Amanda Holden instead? I know it's Holden rather than Holding, but you know, I get the impression that most prefer something that isn't actually entirely correct anyway.
That sounds like something that she might like.
Do you know what?
Her name. No, her name sounds... It's as if she's named after something that she might like. What would you really like today, my darling? I would like Amanda Holden. Do you see what I'm saying? She might like to be standing at her sink doing the washing up. You know, half looking at the washing up, half looking out the kitchen window at life going by. And she might like a man to come up behind her and hold him.
Yeah, well, oh look, a motorbike towing a caravan. How cool is that?
Very cool.
Yeah. Not that you'll see it on your phone. It's recording again.
Yeah, because you started it.
I didn't. It sometimes just starts itself. Maybe it's not that. No, I think it's if you are quite into your hands out. It's done it again.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't me that did that. Just stop it. Let's get back to talking about Amanda Holden. Would you do it?
I don't know when she was in the Grimleys.
Grimleys?
Yeah.
What's the Grimleys?
That's where she found fame, isn't it?
I don't know. Oh, we've got 51 miles on the N1.
Oh gosh. That's quite a long way, isn't it?
Plenty of time for poo somewhere.
How can you not know what the Grimleys was?
Was it a television thing?
Yeah. One of the best things that's ever been on television.
I don't do one. I've never done a lot of television watching.
Yeah, but this was... If you were not going to do a lot of television watching, this would have been one of the 3 things that you really should have watched. It was brilliant.
What was it?
It was kind of a sitcom thing.
Oh, right.
Set in Dudley.
Oh, right. It does sound familiar.
Amanda Holden was an English teacher. The headmaster of the school was played by Noddy Holder.
You're making this up.
I'm not!
You're making it up.
I swear to God I'm not. Right, it was a sitcom. So, it's set in Dudley, and it's based around, what was his name? Gordon Grimley. I think it was Gordon. Do you need the toilet, Gordon? And he was a schoolboy. He had a crush on his teacher, played by Amanda Holden. She was going out with Dynamo Digby, the games teacher, who was played by a famous comedian, I can't remember who it was, and he drove a Triumph Spitfire. Lewis Collins was in it, who played
Boaty.
in the Professionals. Noddy Holder was he wasn't. I think he became the headmaster in the second series. He was a music teacher in the first series, and a lot of it was like an in-joke piss take. The gaffer of the local pub was what's his name? Glam rock, same era as Slade. Used to wear the glove.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Michael Jackson.
No. Anyway, whoever it was, the British glam rocker, not Gary Glitter, but that sort of ilk. He was the gaffer of the local pub. And a lot of it was like an in-joke. So, for example, in one episode, and his name was actually Mr. Holder in the series. He wrote a song for the school assembly for Easter. So here it is, happy Easter, everybody's eating buns. Go to the toilet now if you've got the runs.
And I'm expected to believe all this.
It's true!
You're going to prove it now, yeah?
I'm going to fucking,
Did you like, the last video we did, we went to Coventry, and I did a long and short version of it. I'm going to do the same with this one.
Okay.
Do you know why?
No.
Because there's an excuse to put all that crap in there. But no doubt you will think it's the best video.
Right, the Grimley series one. Oh, good quality. Oh yeah, the Nigel Planer plays his father.
Wow.
Oh, what's happened there?
Nigel. We're only making plans for Nigel Planer.
And on your sandwiches gone because you keep missing your school dinner. Why does Nigel work so hard? What's the shit?
Breakfast.
You, Nigel.
That sounds like you. Wife, breakfast.
Don't ever get married.
Don't even get married.
Not that there's much chance of that going.
I've got my own love here today.
When I was your age, I had a wage packet in my back pocket, and your mum thinking I was up the stick.
Oh, that's Nigel.
She actually liked girls.
Okay, maybe I do believe him. Anyway, so was it actually any good?
Oh, brilliant.
Right.
Oh, there's Amanda Holden. There's Dynamo Digby.
Dynamo, well, I can't see it anymore. I can see it.
I'm just trying to find a bit with Noddy in it.
Julia, for girls.
Oh yeah, and the name was Miss Titley.
Yes, what?
Titley.
Tiddly.
Titley.
What's Tiddly?
School play. Fancy signing up?
Ah, there you go.
Gosh, yeah.
Noddy Hodler.
Well done.
You know the rules about running in the corridor. You can do like.
Bye bye baby, baby bye bye. Some other people are going to a thing called Shed Fest.
Are they? Shed Fest. Look at that lorry. It looks like it's levitating.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it really does. Oh, is it because the back wheels are not on the road?
That's right. Yeah. Well,
Right.
One axle's lifted.
Why would that be?
Well, to save fuel.
Well, why not just not fit them in the first place, and then that would save weight and that would save fuel?
Well, that extra axle means it can carry more weight.
But wouldn't they have to be on the road in order for it to legally carry more weight?
Yeah.
So it's cheating.
Really, no. They're lifted when it's not carrying weight to save fuel, and they're lowered down so they can carry more weight when they're carrying more weight.
Okay. So does that mean that if you had a really big poo, you could then lift your wheels up?
Yeah. I recorded that bit deliberately because I knew you was going to be confused by the
How many refugees do you reckon you could get in that lorry?
more than 10.
Gosh. It's quite a lot, isn't it?
Look,
Okay.
those are lifted as well, you see.
And can I just say that I disapprove of you trying to squash refugees into your lorry?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. I'd just like to make things clear.
Well, you've made it clear, and I'll make sure that I don't ever do it. Either again or before that.
Either again. That was where your HGV career ended. And you had to find a nondescript yard where nobody, because you were on the witness protection program after you grassed up your foreign paymasters.
I'm starting to wish it was Nigel,
Why?
because the seats are better.
Are they?
Yeah. Yeah, they're more supportive.
Check your fuel level.
But, yeah, it's gone down a bit.
There'll be another instruction coming up, but I can't read it yet. Hang on.
Junction
Right,
25.
we're 10 minutes away from junction 23A.
Wow. Do you want to stop at the next services?
What, this one?
No. Well, the next after this.
Next after this will be Kegworth, East Midlands Airport.
Yeah. Okay.
And then after that it will be Leicester Forest East.
Let's go for Leicester.
Okay. They are more convenient.
Are they?
Yeah. And we've got a bit of history because we stopped there before.
Did we?
Yeah.
What, where we didn't collect that car?
Yeah.
Right. We still need
A 1978 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2 with the Oswald Bailey handling kit, and it's essential that it has a vinyl roof because otherwise the Shadow 2 looks too slabby. It needs that definition of a vinyl roof, I'm telling you.
hand on tits, ooh, 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 ba 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 ba. Sell your car to
Mustard and Boaty. It's hassle-free,
You'll like us a lot
and we probably won't pay you as much as we really ought
for
to.
coming along to buy your car when you didn't even really want to sell it. Well, presumably you did, but you didn't realise.
Come and get your black bin bags.
Leak testing.
We're open till December.
The River Eyewash.
I've never been sure how to pronounce that.
Earwash.
So I'd go air wash.
Yeah.
I bet you were into CB radios back in the day.
No,
I thought so.
no, I wasn't, but obviously lots of people I knew were. Yeah, it's for. I'm going to be using that to eat my food later.
It's a trim removal tool.
So, we know what Boaty's having for lunch. What about me? Well, sandwiches. Try not to eat bread, but when it comes to road trips and the like, very difficult not to have something like that. That car's got no number plate on it.
You're right, that car has got no number plate on it.
And a flask of Earl Grey tea.
Earl Grey, really?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
Yeah.
Gosh,
Yeah. I like Earl Grey.
check you out, being all posh.
You should like Earl Grey.
Who's your favourite Earl?
Oh, great.
Really? Mine would be the Duke of.
Oh,
Duke.
Oh, it's a good question.
Oh, go on then.
right. Who's your favourite Nigel?
Oh, well, cue the Pharaoh's joke, obviously. Well, honestly, my favourite Nigel now would be Project Nigel.
Well said. Yeah. Not Nigel Havers.
Oh, he's a good Nigel. Yeah, I mind that. Oh, people living in that. I forgot about that. Well, let's have a Nigel off.
Well, we have Farage and Havers, of course, there, so I'm going to go for Plano.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, I mean, current. Mansell.
Oh, that is a good one. They're entering the motorway way too slowly there.
Yeah, because they didn't indicate. Oh, look, bollocks.
Well,
Kind of.
oh yeah. That number plate's bollocks.
And the sound.
Mansell, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a top class Nigel. Although we don't like Nigel Mansell on this channel.
No, you don't like.
For reasons that I spoke about at length in a live.
Yeah, because his moustache tried to get in the way of your doings, didn't it?
No, his moustache tried to get in the way of my woman's doings.
Yeah. Well, as you said, mine.
I wouldn't have minded mine, I'd have been quite flattered.
Have you ever had a moustache? I can
Yes.
picture you with a moustache.
Oh yeah, I've frequently had a moustache.
Really?
And a beard.
You can't have a beard. We had this discussion last
I
time.
can't have a full beard, I can do a goatee.
Alright. Well,
New driver. So come on, it's your turn, I've done Mansell.
Nigel Flaps.
See, as always, whenever we play a game and you're just crap and then you just make something up. So I'm going to claim that I've won the Nigel off.
No, you can't.
Train!
Where?
Over there.
No, can't see it.
And it'll be going underneath us. Why can't I claim that I've won the Nigel off? I mean, Nigel Flaps clearly doesn't exist in any way, shape or form.
It might be a bird.
And I've got a genuine Nigel that I could have gone with.
Go on then, what is it?
Lawson.
No, Nigel Lawson, yeah.
Yeah. So I am the official winner of the Nigel off. Check your fuel level.
And I just did as well. Nigella Lawson.
Yeah, well, that's not a Nigel, is it? That's just a...
No, it's a French Nigel.
It's really not.
Are there any other Nigels that you can think of?
Yes.
Go on then. I mean, you're going to beat me, you might as well.
Well, you were close with Flap, but you could have gone for Flack.
Lawson. Lawson.
No, Flack. Nigel Flack.
Nigel Lawson.
Yeah, I've had him.
Have you had him?
Not in that sense.
I thought you'd been more into Nigella Lawson.
I'd like to be into Nigella Lawson. Well, I don't know, she's a bit hefty.
Is she?
Yellow card, never done.
She's hefty.
Yeah.
Nigella Lawson.
Well,
not hefty.
She's well
She's
hefty.
not.
She is. She's all boobs and hips.
Yeah,
That's hefty.
that's not hefty.
It is.
That's the shape of a woman.
It's the shape of a hefty woman.
No wonder you can't get it up.
Chip. She's the kind of woman that you would struggle to share a Dodgem car with.
Is that necessary to share a Dodgem car?
Well, imagine if you only had 50p.
Pretty easy for you to do, actually, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, so you've only got 50 pence.
Yeah.
You're out on a date with Nigel Lawson.
Yeah. And the Dodgem cars are 50p each car.
Right, okay. But she could cook up a nice meal for 50 pence. We'll just give it to her.
But she's not going to be able to do that at the fair, is she?
Is that what you do with your ladies? Take them to the fair?
I'd take Nigel Lawson to the fair, yeah. God, that used to be the best thing ever, taking a girl to the fair. I mean, it's a chance to get up close and personal, isn't it? Sitting in the Dodgems together or on the umbrellas. I used to like the umbrellas. You don't like fairs though, do you?
I
Because you're
find
weird.
Well, not weird. I just find them too noisy and full of big pockets.
Right. Is that why you've made a career of being poor? Because you live in constant fear of having your pocket picked.
Well, yeah.
So you think, well, I'll foil the pickpockets by being permanently poor.
But yeah, I'm the kind of chap who carry around a full wallet.
Okay, so you need to be in the...
I know.
Right.
Because we're still on the M1. We will be probably for another 30 miles, I guess.
Now, there's an airport over to our right-hand side. And I do like an airport. See, and
that's
then there's the plane things there.
Plane, oh, the small lampposts.
Yeah, the plane avoidance things.
Lampposts.
And of course, there was a very famous air crash just here.
Was it?
Yeah, the Kegworth air disaster in 1989, when a hairy plane that was supposed to be going to Ireland kind of didn't make it to Ireland and crashed onto the M1 instead.
Crashed onto it.
Yeah.
Wow. Don't remember that one.
Oh. What were you doing in '89?
Oh, this and that.
Were you still a virgin in '89?
No,
Oh,
most of it wasn't.
that's impressive.
He was.
I was, yeah.
Would you like to re-virgin yourself?
Well, no, because
Virgin 2.
No. I mean, that would mean getting rid of all of my experience.
Yeah. And then doing it all over again.
Yeah, and not being very good.
Okay. When did you start being good at that kind of thing?
Oh. Probably... Probably my second engagement.
It's quick. Do you not have a time where you thought you was doing a good job by just pumping faster and faster?
Oh, yeah.
You thought that's all there was to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't look at anything. You didn't really properly have a good feel of anything. You just got your sausage in there and pumped as hard as you could.
Well, you didn't know any different when you first started off, did you?
No.
Oh, a foreign car.
It is a foreign car.
I suppose technically all cars are foreign now, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Who's your favourite foreigner?
Gosh, that's an interesting question. But then, I don't really have this thing about a favourite particular thing anyway. I like lots of things. I don't really see how one can be your favourite unless you prefer to everything else.
Yeah, and that is the sound of mustard suddenly understanding what the word favourite means. Something that you prefer to anything else.
Alright, okay. Stilton.
Right?
Oh, I wish I'd bought some Stilton for this trip because I made some. That's a nice colour green. I wish I'd done that because I made cheese sandwiches.
See, that's like a modern Streetwise, isn't it?
It is like a modern Streetwise.
Joseph Lloyd amused me.
What is it? Amusing chap.
He is an amusing chap.
Yeah.
He described the Streetwise as Rover 25 with cladding.
They don't even call it a 25, do they?
What, the Streetwise?
Yeah.
No, they call it a Streetwise.
Yeah. Like, who were they trying to kill?
You know what they do call a Rover 25 though?
A Streetwise.
No, a Rover 25. Hello.
And that's why we're going to pick up a Rover 25 because it is, as you explained, your favourite car, isn't it?
Yes, that's right. And I definitely prefer the Shadow 2 to the Shadow 1 for various reasons. But the one thing that in my mind is absolutely essential is a vinyl roof. Because
I
without...
did all this before when I wasn't recording.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm doing it now that you are
No, I
recording.
don't want this in my video.
I don't want...
This isn't going in my video.
I don't want your viewers buying a Shadow 2 without a vinyl roof. They'll regret it. And regret is very nearly the name for a baby eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's only one letter difference. Can you think of another baby animal that's only one letter different from another word?
Q.
Hey?
Q.
Q. What baby animal is a Q?
Oh no, Kiwi.
Well, what's a baby kiwi called?
I don't know. Q.
What?
Oh, did you know that, you know those, you know, penguins?
What about puppy?
What
That's a
about-
baby dog, and it's only one letter different from puppy, which is a flower.
Yeah, it is.
Or the name of a famous ballerina that I dated.
Where's this conversation going now? We were supposed to be talking about cars. We still haven't mentioned the car that we're going to get.
We have. 1978 Rolls-Royce Shadow 2.
No, that's the car that you think you're going to buy.
Oh, right.
But you're not, ever.
Oh.
Because, you know, until...
Ever? That's a strong word.
It is strong. No, I'm not going to stop you from buying one. I
Thank
can't. You go get one.
Well, I can't at the moment.
You skin.
Yeah.
Right. When are you going to stop being skint?
When I sell all of my cars. And that will keep me not skinned for about 3 weeks.
Right. So, as I see it at the moment, Boaty is trying to ruin my video and make it like his by just constantly talking about stuff that isn't relevant and having a cable right in front of your eye line to distract you.
Well, it was out of your eye line, but then you said it was in your hand line.
Yeah, I don't really want it on the steering wheel.
Well, it's not on the steering wheel now. Okay.
Listen, for a man with OCD, surely you would find that immensely irritating.
There.
Do you know what? That's really weird, because I can see your head in that loop now. Looks like you're about to hang yourself.
Well, it's a long journey with you, anybody would.
Oh, right. Again.
So why don't we talk about the car that we're going to buy?
Which is a Rover.
It is a Rover.
A
Yeah.
Rover. Last. Go on. A Rover what?
It's a... No, it's not a Rover what? It's a... It's a 1954 Rover 75
Keep them guessing.
facelift.
Green Audi.
What we ought to do is to talk about the fact that we're buying this according to my methods rather than yours.
Oh yeah.
In that the car is already bought. Oh, I had one of those.
That suddenly looks really old, doesn't it?
Yeah. They're properly quick car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mine was especially quick because it was X-Place and it was tuned.
Tuned for speed.
Yeah, it was a pursuit car.
Right, I'll tell you what then. Yeah. Explain to me then. I'm all up for this anyway, but because you have done quite a bit of chatting with this chap, but you.
My normal due diligence, yeah. I mean, basically, what we're getting.
No, not this again.
What?
Right, explain why you think it is better to buy in blind. That's what you've got to do, isn't it?
Yes, and it is tradition that whenever I talk about buying blind and so on, I use this voice. I've done so on each occasion where previously we've discussed the topic. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's not always appropriate to buy blind, but there are occasions where it will happen quite naturally and, or can I say organically, or even orgasmically.
Quite a good Welsh accent, I'll give you that.
Now kindly be aware that sometimes... Oh, what was that? What accent was that?
Sometimes we're going to buy ourselves a car today and we won't take no for an answer. We're buying it even if we don't want it.
It's because it's Windsor Davies' birthday today. Windsor Davies. Who's your favourite Windsor Davies? Oh, cue ahead.
Right. Well, I would say I like them all.
Okay, what was your favourite thing that Windsor Davies was in? What was your favourite Windsor Davies in terms of?
It was either a carry-on film, obviously, or a Hammer House film.
That's your favourite?
Possibly, yeah.
What do you mean possibly?
Well, I don't know. I'm not that familiar. Oh, he was in Heidi High.
No.
I never watched it.
I mean, he was in his 8.5 Hot One.
That's the one, yeah.
And
I get my 70s and 80s sitcom dramas all mixed up because I wasn't really watching them at the time.
wasn't he in Never the Twain as well?
Yes, he was, yeah.
With Donald Sinden.
Oh, Donald Sinden, another lovely, proper British gentleman.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you prefer? Donald Sinden, no, Windsor Davies, or Oliver Reed?
Oh, Windsor Davies.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Do you like Oliver Reed?
Not particularly.
No.
I find him a bit too dead for my taste.
What about Windsor Davies? How alive is he?
He's
Not very, is he?
Not very, no, but arguably he's less dead than Oliver Reed. Although I suppose Oliver Reed would be pickled.
Oh yes, so he's...
I've been to the
He's been
exact
preserved.
spot where Oliver Reed died.
Have you?
Yeah.
And you'd say that you murdered him?
No, I was there after the event.
Right, although like...
I wasn't there at the time.
You returned to the scene of the crime.
No, I'd never been there before. But you know who had been there before?
Come on, pay attention and... Come on, Chazzy. No, go on.
Oliver Reed. Were you not listening?
Very good.
Which other Rover shares the dial colour of this Streetwise?
Probably the 45.
No.
Okay, 25.
No.
Streetwise.
Does the Streetwise have the same coloured dials as the Streetwise?
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you think?
City Rover.
No.
It's 800.
No.
700.
No.
75.
No.
None of them then.
Correct.
Right. That took a long time to get to the answer, didn't it?
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Have you ever valeted the inside of a car properly?
Yeah.
Like dressed all the plastics and everything, made them as nice as they can be? You have?
Yeah.
Right.
Did it with Nigel.
Did you?
It's not something I do every week, but maybe.
I've never seen you do it.
No, I did it.
So it's not something you do every year. I've known you for more than a year and you've not done it, so that proves it. And God refuses to prove that He exists, because without faith, God is nothing.
Oh, God refuses to believe He exists.
No, God refuses to prove that He exists, because proof denies faith, and without faith, God is nothing. Ah, but what about the Babel? But what about the Babel fish? The Babel fish proves that God exists, and therefore He doesn't.
Are we doing these next services then?
It's entirely up to you.
Well, the next one might be just off the. We might not actually get there before we pull off. What's
Right.
stuttering? That's stuttering.
Stuttering, you great big stuttering tart. Kindly get your words out, or I'm going to shit myself.
Simon Cowell.
Well, if we're coming up at this one, you might want to get into the left-hand lane at some point.
Yeah, well, I was thinking it might be a bit further down, but it's not, is it?
I'll tell you what is.
Callow. Simon Callow, not Callow.
I'll tell you what is further down.
What?
My penis.
Further down than what?
My navel. So, what were you saying about Simon Callow?
That car there, the disco.
What's your favourite Simon Callow?
The Disco 4.
No, what's your favourite thing that Simon Callow was in?
I don't know. I don't know what he was in.
He was in 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Well done.
Yeah, but I don't remember any of it because I didn't like it.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'd say.
How do you know you didn't like it?
Because my attention kept wandering off to the other thing I was doing at the same time.
I'm not going to ask.
Maybe that's why I never really liked television, because I'm always doing something else at the same time.
I don't really like television off. You're always going to come second to me. Because you own the television and I don't.
I don't own a television. Well, I mean, I do. But,
who bought your television?
Senior Mustard, actually.
Oh?
Because it was his, and then he bought another one.
Right.
And he just said, do you want this one? So I said, yeah. Right.
Is that really what happened?
Yeah.
Or did you steal Senior Mustard's television, thus forcing him to get another one?
No, I didn't steal it.
Well, why did he get another one?
Because he's like that. He sees
what was wrong with his existing one?
Well, nothing, because we've had it about 5 years. Like I said, he's like that. He'll just buy something new.
Will he?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you for the money. Now I'm going to shit myself.
We are going into the services.
We are going into the services.
It says.
Now, where's that? That's the question, isn't it?
What?
My literal. Oh, look, a cool thing.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. This is no good having the.
Can you believe that cool thing there had got the same? The registration was Chinese Madam's name.
What cool thing?
No, the registration, not the description.
In half a mile, merge onto M1.
Oh, and there's another cool thing, look.
Yeah, you could say that's a cool thing. Should we park here?
Yeah, why not? That'd be cool. Spank you very, very, very much. Thank you for the oscillation. Now I'm going to shit myself.
The oscillation. Right, what have we stopped for?
Boats would like to express his heartfelt appreciation to his amazing channel members. Alan Searle, Rosette Chicks, Typhoon Cat, Dinosaur Dad, Car Crazy Norwegian, Tricia Alderman, Neil Gibbon, Classic Wheels Wall, John Moruzzi, Chef Daniel, Kevin Craven, Mark Pea, Chaz Brown, Frank G05, Richard Mahon, Black Lines, General Cheeseburger, Joe Cox, Ashley Stewart, Skik, Sons Vintage, Smashing Piston, Bravart Tina, Ali Mac Mechanical, Julie, Project Nigel, The Guardian of Forever, Marc Persad, Carwill JC, Sainte QLG, Arma, Robert Jog, Zadgi from SETI Alpha 5, Pingu Concorde, Everything Car, The Greenwood and Ducton Classics. Your support means the world to him, you're all fucking legends and he thanks you from the heart of his bottom. Thanks also to everyone who supported the channel in other ways with super chat, super thanks or just by watching the videos and leaving your knob alone when the advert come on. See you on the next video. Oh, and I'm not wearing any panties.